The following is a special Firewatch 2000 news presentation from Montana's news station.
We're all thrilled to be going home. But the thing I want to say the most is that from the entire community is a heartfelt thank you.
But since there's a human hand in this, human involvement, it adds a whole other dimension to our frustration and our anger. Our lives will never be the same.
Firewatch 2000, August 20th. A special report from Montana's news station. Hello again, everyone. I'm Ian Marquand. Another week, another 7 days of fire and concern. Since I brought you our first Firewatch 2000 special program last Sunday, the news has been mixed but not catastrophic. Montana has experienced new fires and seen existing fires grow. However, many people have returned to their homes after being evacuated. Roads that had been closed have been opened, but new closures had to be implemented elsewhere because of unpredictable flames. The number of human structures lost this week has been minimal, but controversy continues to swirl over the loss of some. Here are some of the stories Montana's news station followed during this past week.
For now, the Ryan Gulch fire has retreated from traffic on Interstate 90, but if the west winds pick up, so will the flames. That's why Type 1 helicopters were busy navigating through the dense, smoky conditions around noon, trying to get a head start on what's expected to come tonight.
Chief concern today is some structural protection on some of the houses and residences along the I-90 frontage road.
But because of the number of fires in western Montana, limited resources has made containing this fire difficult.
We were looking at 40% containment yesterday, and then the east flank gave us some problems and will continue to give us some problems today.
Children playing and cars in the driveway have never been a more welcome sight in Pinesdale. After a week away from home, ROSALIE, JESSOP, and her children are ready to settle back into their regular routine. Although their bags are still packed in case of another evacuation, this family is grateful to be back and looking forward to the little things only home can provide.
It was nice to be home, wasn't it, you guys? It was nice just to come home and go to sleep in your own bed.
We're all thrilled to be going home. But the thing I want to say the most is that from the entire community is a heartfelt thank you to everyone in the Bitterroot Valley for their phone calls and their love and their cookies and their tomatoes and everything they brought to us, all of the donations, the clothes and the food, all of the churches that brought the food in. From the whole community, thank you, everyone.
The technique is called backburning, and it's a process the Forest Service says is critical to managing wildland fires.
Hopefully, if we can set this fire in here and back it down into the main fire, we'll be able to control this whole piece.
By creating a black zone around it, fire officials say they can actually corral the fire and direct it where they want it to go.
When we have large fires going, it sometimes seems to be misunderstood why we're adding more fire, but it is a very effective tool.
But is it a tool that has the potential to get out of control? This video was taken 11 days ago as flames approached, then took over Dickson Creek.
And I think their intent was to backfire this hill to save the structure down here. Well, the wind was blowing out of the west. So when they backfired this hill, all it did was blow it right up the river and onto the flats. This is the entrance to Dickson Creek Road.
Today, as Greg Tilford and his wife survey the devastation, they're forced to consider what role the backburn played and whether anyone should be held accountable.
If it were a wildfire, you know, we could accept that to a point and move on from that. But since there's a human hand in this, human involvement, it adds a whole new dimension to our frustration and our anger.
Because of the fires that still burn throughout our state, the governor has issued a state of disaster. It's not the same as a natural disaster designation, but an extension of our emergency status. Under Montana law, a state of emergency expires 20 days after it's issued and cannot be extended under the same name.
It's just a legal mechanism by declaring the disaster. It just extends those types of services or money that was needed under the emergency order.
For the second time in as many weeks, Montana Governor Mark Roscoe has called for a statewide disaster order, this time freeing up state money and giving the okay to mobilize the National Guard. 1,000 guardsmen will soon join 1,000 military personnel already in place, but the need for experienced firefighters grew beyond national borders weeks ago. Crews from New Zealand, Australia, and Canada are now fighting 25 major fires in Montana. More than 400,000 acres have burned here since July, including hundreds of structures and dozens of homes.
Also this week, the McDonald 2 fire in the Bob Marshall Wilderness northwest of Choteau was staying put, despite concerns over winds in the past few days. We got our first close look at where the Clear Creek and Reservation Divide complex of fires have burned, along the western edge of the Flathead Indian Reservation north of Perma and Paradise. The two largest fires have covered almost 20,000 acres so far, but crews have been making headway. And not far from Missoula, the Schley fire near Evero Hill quickly spread to more than 300 acres, sending a column of smoke into the air at midweek and providing photographer Jim Kinsey with another opportunity to capture more remarkable images of fire and firefighting efforts. Next up, a trip to the Ravalli County Fairgrounds, where the annual celebration of summer has been replaced by animal refugees and a bustling fire camp. Plus, we'll meet two young heroes when Firewatch 2000 continues. No people have been as affected by the fires of 2000 as the residents of Ravalli County. Evacuations, destruction of homes and property, weeks of heavy smoke in the air. And in the place where county residents gather each August to celebrate the close of summer, the scene is quite different than usual. Thursday, August 10th. Smoke blankets the Ravalli County seat of Hamilton, and the County Fair Board considers a drastic step, canceling the annual county fair scheduled to start July 30th.
I want to see a show of hands for those who are canceling the fair. I would like to see a show of hands for those that are opposed to that.
Revenue and community morale are among the issues discussed. The fair typically brings the county up to $200,000 in revenue, and the 4-H livestock show and carnival provide a late summer reward for young people and their parents. But this isn't a normal year, and so the Fair Board unanimously decided to cancel this year's event and make the fairgrounds available for firefighting efforts, human evacuation, and an animal shelter. Since the fires started, and especially since the firestorms of August 6th destroyed dozens of homes and other structures, more than 300 animals have been brought to the fairgrounds for temporary care. Everything from cows and goats to dogs and cats.
We have so many animals on the fairgrounds now and anticipating more animals, and we can't displace those animals. This is a community facility. And this is a refuge for those animals, and we can't displace them. The second consideration was the health and the well-being of the people who would attend the fair. But the first consideration was the animals.
Even as the Fair Board made its decision, some 30 tons of donated hay and significant amounts of donated pet food already were on site. In some cases, whatever residents brought here was all they had left after fire destroyed their homes.
Well, yesterday we had a young couple, for instance, come in and they'd lost everything. And they came in with a trailer on their truck. The only thing they had was a truck, trailer, and a bull that had survived, and they'd lost everything else. We've had a man come in yesterday with one bale of hay that he had to shoot his animals that had already been burned over, the ones that were still alive and suffering. And he just had to get rid of that one bale of hay.
I did have one lady come in with a goat, and she backed up and unloaded the goat out of back of her car, and she leaned up against the building and started to cry and said that you're sitting there looking at everything she owns because she just watched her whole house burn down. So that's an emotion I wasn't used to dealing with, for sure.
18-year-old Dane Dugan of Stevensville began working with the animals at the fairgrounds even before the destruction of Sunday, August 6th. But since that day, he's been here 24 hours a day, operating on little or no sleep.
I'd finally sit down to go to sleep or something, and there'd be a knock at the door or more headlights shining in the window, people coming in to bring their animals in, and I'd slip my shoes on with a flashlight, and we'd go all over the fairgrounds unloading goats and everything you could ever think of.
11-year-old Jacob Alexander, also of Stevensville, came here a week and a half ago. His family had responded to the call for pet food, and Jacob stuck around to walk the dogs and help where he could with other animals.
I've been basically just watching after the animals, making sure they all got water and keeping them inside, especially the dogs, because a lot of them get out a lot of times, and it's a real struggle having to try to keep them in and stuff. So that's basically it. Just make sure they have water, and if the owners can't come during the morning or evening, by a certain time I feed them and do stuff like that.
How have you kept yourself going?
Well, the motivations are, you know, having the people come in and know that their animals are in good care and that people are tending to them. That's good enough for me.
You must have some background with animals.
Yep, I've been in 4-H and FFA, working with animals. I've been to the fair millions of times and just grew up on a family ranch, so it's part of my lifestyle.
With the lifting of evacuation orders, especially around the Blodgett fire, some pet owners were taking their animals back home, like SHAWNA Johnston of Victor.
We'll see how long they stay, but it's kind of lonely, so we figured we'd take them home for a little while.
Okay, when did you bring them here?
Last week, probably about Tuesday.
Okay, did you all have to evacuate as well?
No, but we did leave for a little while because the smoke was really bad.
Yeah, so it's a pretty remarkable operation they've got here, huh?
Yeah, it's really amazing what's going on.
But even as some animals are leaving the fairgrounds, new arrivals still come in.
Like today we got, I don't know how many dogs, at least 3, I think, new dogs, but yesterday we had several go home, about 4 new dogs. So it just depends on how the fire moves to where people have to evacuate and need to make money in case their house burns down or whatever the purpose is, we get animals going and coming. So we basically about, like let's say dogs, we get about the equal amount every day just because dogs go and dogs come.
Immediately after the decision was made to cancel the fair, fire commanders began making plans to turn the fairgrounds into a new fire camp and staging area. Within a day, firefighters were bedding down and taking meals. And within a week, an estimated 600 to 650 people were based here. Indian firefighters and support crew are here, as they are throughout the West or anywhere wildfires appear. Al REEVIS from Browning supervises the BLACKFEET No. 10 supply team.
Usually the supply is kind of the heart of the keeping your fire crews, supplied with the, firefighting, whatever they need. So it's kind of important. And we have to be pretty well organized and know what we're doing. Plus, to us, trees are sacred to us. You know, the Indian people, we use it in all of our ceremonies. Sweat lodge, Sundance, what we call the medicine lodge. So they're really important to us. And you look at the coast Indians, even before they cut down a cedar to make a big canoe to go out in the ocean, they have a big ceremony. So, it's part of our life, I guess, just like nature, Mother Nature itself.
Meanwhile, this team of Chippewa, Cree, and Sioux from Rocky Boys Reservation cares for the camp.
We're basically keeping all the trash and all the facilities stocked with beverages and ice, and we're just, keeping everything cleaned up around this area.
Well, basically, I just keep up the trash and fill the bindles with ice and water. And I help unload lunches in the big refrigerator truck and keep the fruit and the granola bars and the power bar stocked.
So the Ravalli County Fairgrounds are busy in late August with attractions of a different kind. And it looks like it will remain busy, far beyond the scheduled closing of the fair.
They're telling us up to 90 days of this is quite possible. In fact, they anticipate at least a month and a half of this. So, all the indications right now are we're going to have to build up now for the long haul.
By the way, Dane Dugan was scheduled to leave the Bitterroot today for his freshman year of college at Montana State University. We wish him well. Up next, a look ahead to the coming weeks with an expert on fire behavior who sees reason for concern. If you believe in events repeating on certain calendar dates, then Montana has entered dangerous times, or it may see relief soon. In most years, mid-August brings a cold front with rain to western Montana, a pattern so distinctive it has its own name, the August Singularity. But in certain years, the weather changes of August have brought only dry winds and destruction. 90 years ago today, on August 20th, 1910, a sustained high wind pushed wildfires from eastern Idaho into western Montana and blackened a total of 3 million acres. The results of those blazes still can be seen in an area aptly named the Great Burn. Flash forward to 1988. On September 6th and 7th of that year, strong winds pushed the Yellowstone Park blazes to within an eyelash of the Old Faithful Inn. On those same days on the Rocky Mountain front, the 2.5-month-old Canyon Creek fire blasted out of the Scapegoat Wilderness, crossed the Continental Divide, and ran 33 miles out onto the prairie near Augusta. Augusta rancher Ray Crone remembers.
And it's a terrible thing to see. On that ridge there, when we were coming down, the fire was rolling like a big ball, and it nearly outrun the pickup going down through here.
Dick Rothermel remembers too. He retired from the Forest Service as a fire research specialist, but has come back to help plan for the rest of this fire season. 1 week ago today, he sketched out some possibilities for this August and September, and they range from the benign to the terrifying.
Well, we have to look at what's happening now. We've been under a high-pressure dome most of the summer, which has caused the very hot and very dry conditions and prepared the fuels for this. And so typically what happens now is this dome will begin to break down as a series of weather fronts, cold fronts if you will, come through the region. Depending on what the front brings with it, that'll determine what our fire season is like. Now they could just bring rain, lower temperatures, higher humidities, and the fire season would just kind of dwindle away. But that doesn't always happen. And if it doesn't happen, we can get our largest fire growth and our extreme fire behavior in late August and early September. And I'm not trying to alarm anyone, but I'm just pointing out that when you have as much fire on the land as we do right now, with open fire line, that is, it's not controlled. It's open to spread out of these fires. If we get these very strong winds with these frontal systems that come through, we could have some very large fires again. And we should be very aware and prepared for those.
In 1910, in Yellowstone, on Canyon Creek, and in the Warm Springs Creek fire near Helena in 1988, the big runs were driven by high winds, winds described at the time as once in a lifetime. Rothermel says fire history teaches a different lesson. Cold fronts and winds will come in late summer. Rain will make the difference.
And just as likely, It could bring rain and cool things down. It could also bring lightning. We could have a rash of new fires and new problems in places that we don't even know about yet.
By the way, significant rain is not in our forecast. I'll be back in a moment. When we produced our first Firewatch 2000 special last week, we knew there was a possibility it would not be our last. Obviously, it wasn't. Keep watching Montana's news station for the latest on our state's fires and their impacts, and we'll let you know when our next Firewatch 2000 special program will air. I'm Ian Marquand. For all of us at Montana's news station, good night.